Kia ora, good morning. So I thought I'd give you a little look into some of my products. Now, when I get my streaming service up and running, I'm going to have my own version of a QVC channel, and I will probably, as Debbie, will be coming on it with my hosts and hostesses and that to talk about the new product range. And we're going to sell everything from our jewellery, our clothing, our food, our products, to give people an idea, give them updates on everything I'm working on. One of the reasons why I need to have a greenhouse / apothecary in my house, because I have to work around my stomach now. I can only do so much. But remember the other day I said I was working on a shampoo and conditioner. This is my third formula trial run. This is the third shampoo / conditioner that I've tried, that I've worked on. And the first one I worked on was a shampoo, conditioner and body gel. This is 1 litre. I've only used it once. But I tried it for the first time 2 days ago, and oh my God, at first I thought, I'm trying to hide the labels. At first I thought I'd messed up and I'd have to try again. This bottle, I thought it might last about a year. See, I only wash my hair about once every 5 or 6 days. It's not good to wash your hair every day. Your hair can fall out, and it strips the natural oils from your hair. So if I do wash my hair, I only wash with water, but if I use shampoo or anything, I only use it maybe about every 5-6 days I wash my hair. But that's why my hair's so lovely and always soft. I maybe brush my hair about a half a dozen times a year. Because what I use just detangles everything anyway. So these products I'll be selling in the Alchemist Cavern as a biorhythmic engineer, as a high priestess, as an elemental alchemist. I know what I'm doing. And these are things that have been handed down to me from generation to generation, but also things that I created myself. And I'll get myself a really good graphic designer when I get to Switzerland and I get all set up. So we'll work on the product labels and designs and everything, but I want my products to look like old potions, potion bottles and elixir bottles with like the old labels, and like I've got them. It's actually Amber, my Amber, and I worked on this before she passed away, but I was also working on it with my ex-husband, the one who tried to kill me. Remember, he's got his eBay when he stole everything. He tried to copy all my stuff, but for pagan and devil worship, whereas mine is for healing. So this is my Supernaturally You range. If it's toiletries and cosmetics and cleaning products, it's Supernaturally You. If it's my food products / weight loss, because all my food is weight, helps you lose weight, it's Supernatural Foods. So this is my shampoo and conditioner. I'm trying to hide the label, sorry. And what you do with this is a 1 litre. This is a shampoo and conditioner, and when I used it 2 days ago, I thought, oh God, because my hair went very sort of squeaky. And when you wash your hair with shampoos and conditioners, if your hair goes squeaky, it means you've stripped all the natural oils out of your hair. I'm trying to hide the label, sorry. So it's not a good sign, and my hair went squeaky, and I thought, oh God, but I thought, okay, give it a day or two. And then yesterday my hair started sort of softening up naturally, and then today, oh my God, this is why I'm ready to talk about it. My hair is so soft and shiny and light, and my hair just feels amazing. This is organic. It's chemical free, it's vegan friendly, there's no animal testing, there's no SLS in it. It's technically you could drink it. You wouldn't want to because it would taste gross, but technically you could drink this. That's how safe and organic it is. But it means that you can use it on kids and babies as well. And like I said, this is a 1 litre bottle. You just need to shake it before you use it. Just shake it before you use it. And there you go. But these are, like I said, I'll be selling on my Supernaturally You range. I've got everything from lip gloss to organic deodorant and everything like that. I've got so many products. I've got a Men of Valor range for like natural leather wax, shoe deodorizer. Like I've got all sorts. Kitchen cleaner, to clean your kitchen surfaces, oven cleaner, all organic, all chemical free. But I need to obviously get patents and get them all registered and trademarked and get all the legal stuff for it. And then when we're ready to sell it, we'll sell it at the Alchemist Cavern. We'll sell them on our online store, and we'll promote them on my version of the QVC. And every time I come out with a new product, like I've got animal totem oils, I've got animal food, and it's all biorhythmically infused. So it's all supernatural. Like it's all blessed. Everything is where water is involved. It's holy water because remember I'm an ordained minister. Everything gets blessed on my altars. Everything gives you protection, like actual biorhythmic protection. Protects you from harm, as well as, taking care of your body and all of that. So that's my shampoo and conditioner. Now, I've talked about my spritz before, but this is a new formula. This one here, I just used this yesterday when I was doing my chores to clean. I sprayed around my windows before I cleaned it. Wiped everything down for spring. And it's just like my Rehua spray. You can use it. It puts like a barrier of energetic protection around your windows and doors. You can spray it around your windows and doors, and it like keeps negative energy away. The same way the Irish people use lavender and put lavender by the front door, this is kind of the same thing. I always salt my thresholds, and so this can be used as a rehua spray, but it's also, I use it as a body spray, so it's like a deodorant and a perfume. I spray it on my face for my skin. I also spray it in the ear as an air freshener as well. There's so many purposes to this. It's going to be like, when you buy it, you decide what it is you want to do with it. When I change my bedding, I spray it on the four corners of my bed. But see where I've put it on my skin, my Prince Charming, the man that I'm with, the man that I end up with, the man that's waiting for me under the grandmother tree, when he touches my skin, he's not going to believe how soft it is. Where I spray it on like my neck and my chest and my face, I swear to God, is like silk. My skin is as soft as silk, like a newborn baby's. And I'm 53. But as a skincare range, sometimes I even spray it in my hair so my hair smells nice, to condition my hair like when it's still wet. This is like I'm really proud of this formula. I'm really proud of this one. And they smell incredible. I have a whole different range of fragrances. And yeah, this is basically, you decide what you want to do with it. You can use it for protection. You can use it because whether you spray it as an air freshener on your curtains, on your fabrics, it's not going to do any harm to them because it's all organic and chemical free. Whether you spray it on your body or spray it in your room for protection, to freshen the air, to freshen your bedding, anything like that. I've got a whole range of fragrances for it. And all skin conditions. Doesn't matter what your skin condition is, my sprays, all skin conditions. So like one size fits all sort of thing. And it gives you personal protection, like a personal energetic bodyguard. That's why people who try to mess with me end up falling into the abyss, because they have no idea how protected I am. Because that's the joy of being a biorhythmic engineer and being father's little girl. So, yeah, so that's that one. I haven't got a name for the spritz. I just call it my spritz. Now, you've heard me talk about my Tane clay. This is my Tane clay, and I have worked on this formula since 2023, I believe. My God, this is powerful stuff. It just looks like a ball of clay, but wherever you push this into the ground, it is going to be like a nuclear bomb, energetic blast to push anything and anyone negative within like a few mile radius. This here will remove ghost sightings, paranormal activity, all that sort of thing. Remember I was saying yesterday about kids that write into the Brehena Saithusa show? I'll be able to send them some of my products to use, like, my little, I think I've got, hang on. Oh, my junk drawer. I do have it somewhere. I didn't think this one through. Sorry, I apologise. I've got like a teeny tiny, like, little spray bottle, because I had test subjects that I sent out all my products to get feedback. Like my candle mounts, I've got candle mounts that I made specifically for victims of domestic violence and PTSD and trauma. I would like to test them out on, I've tested them out on males and females, but I'd love to test some out on people in the military and law enforcement who've suffered from PTSD, mental health issues. But this is my Tane clay. And you can push this anywhere, like in soil, sand, that sort of thing. And I always think they look like the little forest spirits in Princess Mononoke. Like little faces of the tikis and the Māori tikis. But yeah, if you've ever seen Princess Mononoke with the little forest spirits, that's what I think they look like. But those little holes are important. So yeah, so we'll sell these, and see, when I do my Amber Wilkinson School of Witchcraft, this product, the candle melts, my incense that I've still to work on, it's just I don't have the kitchen space. Like all my occult stuff, they'll be given in their little carpet bag. After they graduate, they'll be given a carpet bag full of things for them to use, so that they can go off and, be my little divine warriors. But yeah, these are like you can use these anywhere. And it was originally because when I was locked up and I came up with my design for the biorhythmic field generator, because I had no medical help when my guts were spilling out of me, and they took my phone off me. I was trying to use my phone to help with the pain, and then Chris lied to get my phone taken off me, so I had no phone. So I had to come up with a quick way to try and deal with the pain, and it helped me helped me invent my biorhythmic field generator. And then if you look on my channel, I wrote a story called "And Then They Were Gone," and that was introducing the concept of the biorhythmic field generator, or the BFG, to the main character, BEA. And it's all, that story's based on real events and real stories and real accounts and all of that, cases that I've worked on, experiences that I had, like all that sort of thing. And then Brehennis comes down and gives her the BFG. But I was concerned about batteries. I'm not really a fan of batteries. I mean, obviously we don't have a choice, but I was thinking, like, if I'm in Thailand or Cambodia or somewhere in the desert, if I'm somewhere and the BFG runs out of batteries, how do I use it? And then in came Nikola Tesla, and I just came up with this whole idea of how to be able to have a biorhythmic field generator that doesn't use batteries but use Papatūānuku, because I'm allowed to. I'm ordained. I'm her granddaughter. I'm Indigenous. I know what I'm doing. So I know what to take and what not to take. I know what I'm allowed to take and what I have to leave alone, which is why you'll never see me touching Palo Santo. Not in a million years. You won't ever see a crystal in my house either. So this is a substitute for a biorhythmic field generator, believe it or not. I'm going to do nightlight versions and lamp versions. I'm going to do ones where you'll be able to put on the ground and turn the dial, and it's completely organic, and use it that way. It'll like blast energy away from the area within like a few mile radius or a few 100 feet radius, depending on how you turn it. You're the only one that uses that one, but everyone else can use these. These are so blessed. There is nothing in the Vatican more blessed and protected by God than this little lump of dirt, or this little lump of clay. My boys were helping me make prototypes for these a long time ago. We used to go to the colliery, and Gabriel would be down in the little riverbank collecting clumps of dirt for me and picking raspberries and all of that. So, yeah. So we'll be selling those, and obviously I'll be showing you on my little shopping channel. I won't always be on it, but even I'll be on it when I'm introducing new items, which I'll be working on all the time, which is why when I get my house in Switzerland, when I get my house in Switzerland and I get married and get a husband, he has to let me build my house that has my, just think of Practical Magic, how they have that greenhouse apothecary off the side of the house and the aunties, and it's full of the plants, and he has to let me have one of those with a gardener, because I can't. I love plants to death, unfortunately. My mother forbade me from tending to plants. Like literally, I have a spiritual ban on me. I'm banned from tending to plants. My mother forbade me she said to me, I forbid you from going near plants. And I have to abide by the law. She's my teacher. She's my mother. She's my Indigenous queen. She's Indigenous royal bloodline, so I have to listen. So I have to have someone in my house who can tend to my vegetables and herbs and plants and all of that, so that I can work my magic, because I've been forbidden by my queen, my mum. So yeah, so we'll sell these, and every time I come out with a new product, like my animal totem oils and my animal ritual offering food and all of that sort of thing, because it's a great way to teach kids about conservation. When you go for a walk, Miss Jodine's going to turn it into a whole thing with Do-Re-Mi. Park Ranger Do-Re-Mi. When you go for a walk, sprinkle these, like turn it into a song, whatever, telling the kids what to do, and you're paying your respects to the ancestors of the foxes and badgers and wolves and whatever food you're putting down. Teaching animals to have respect for nature and conservation through laying down offerings for the ancestors of those animals. Now, this is the next one. This is the one I'm very proud of, because I came up with this idea years ago, but because of my ex-husband, he had so much control over my life and everything I did, I never got to get any of the stuff off the ground until I was set free. It was like just when I was just starting to plant these seeds, he tried to kill me and then steal everything and sell it on eBay as pagan and ritual, occult, devil worship stuff. But this here is like one of my pride and joys, and it will also be, my observation, how I want to have an observation room where for my North Star cadets, which I could totally do if I buy one of these 2 properties in Switzerland, for my North Star cadet space program. So when they come to the observatory, a lot of kids who come to climb up to the observatory will be able to use this product. And I will give them to kids that write in. If whatever product I think they need, I'll send them like for free. Tane clay, the candles. I've had a whole pile of kids in Australia test out my candles for kids, and apparently they work brilliantly. And yeah, I don't have a name for them though. My bubbles. These have been sitting on my prayer altar for the longest time. But these are my bubbles. These are not my containers. I can't take, these are not mine. Unfortunately, I can't put them in anything I want to put them in. I don't have the money or the budget or everything I've done. I've literally had to go without in order to afford to get the ingredients for. I've sacrificed a lot to work on my products, but these bubbles, I will have my own containers and we will sell them. We'll give them away. The kids, when they come to the tower of the observatory, when they blow these bubbles, they will be able to put all their cares and worries into these bubbles. And the story is that when the bubble pops, Brehennis has caught them. When you blow them, it goes up to the North Star in the Cepheus constellation. And in my observatory, you'll be able to see the Cepheus constellation. It will point out exactly where the North Star is. You'll be able to look through the telescope. And Amber's constellation, where the Amber diamond is, and the Cygnus constellation is right under mine. And so you'll blow these bubbles and they'll put all their fears and worries in. They're biorhythmically infused, like you can see there's things in them. I just need to, I need a filter. I need a proper filter. I don't have a way to properly filter everything because there won't be bits in it. You can see the bits in some of them, but in real life you shouldn't see the bits in it. Because I want to be able to, have it all dried in. But these are all biorhythmically infused. They've been blessed and prayed upon. From everything from children who grew up with pagan gods, Christian gods, Allah, even Ganesh and Shiva. These bubbles cover a lot of cultural gods. I do offerings for Ganesh and Shiva every day. And I've just started being introduced to Chinese gods and Japanese gods as well, because the more I'm proving myself, the more the doors are opening for me. Then these cultures' gods are coming in and saying, yep, I've already, African gods and that as well, I've been working with them. But it means that any kid around the world can use these regardless of what their religious beliefs are, and their gods will have their backs. So for kids that have been bullied, for kids that are sad, being abused, or, have worries or anything, they can blow their worries into the bubble and with the ingredients in it, and trust me, it's taken me about 8 years to work on this because my boys used to have their bubbles. My boys were test dummies for so many of my things and helped me gather so many things. It's not funny. I'm just trying to, because you can see it rising. Yeah, kids that can't sleep, kids that have nightmares, all of that blow into the bubble. And as soon as it pops, that means Brehennis is taking their cares away. Gonna write a whole story about it. It's going to be a radio show, kids' story, so that when the kids come to the foundation or when they say to their parents, I need some of those bubbles, they already know what they are before they get them, because that's how we're going to promote them, by writing books and stories. I just haven't written the story about, it was supposed to be, all my stories were the Anahita Wick series, but I changed it, remember, to Meri the Fairies Theories. So it'll be Mary the fairy that teaches them about the bubbles. You know. Aye. Go on yourself. So yeah, I'm very proud of these. These need to have a patent on them. They've got a science in them that I'm very proud of. As a Egyptian high priestess, as an elemental alchemist, as an Indigenous woman, as a mum, as a scientist, like I'm, of all the things that I've made for my store, this other than my food, this is probably the thing I'm proudest of the most. But my containers, you know, these aren't mine, obviously, but they'll have little wands on them. You'll be able to use the wands once the potion's gone. You'll be able to use the wands, but I'm not going into it here. So I need to sit down with a graphic designer. See, Chris was supposed to be my graphic designer, and he was originally helping me design the labels and stuff, which turned out he was just smoke and mirrors, and then tried to steal my ideas. So I had to tear everything down and start again. Ew, my hand is not that wrinkly in real life. So, yeah. So they're just some of my products. I gave my last lot of candle melts for trauma to my neighbour. So, to the girl across the way. There's so much more I need to do, but I need more space. I don't have the space here. I need a big kitchen. I need a lot of space. And the budget. But yeah, these are going to help children like you wouldn't believe. So I'm very proud of them. And then, like I said, when we get up and running, I'll sell them on my little QVC version, my little shopping network. But I don't have a name for these yet, and I don't kind of really have a name for my spray. So I thought I'd share that with you. I've been working very hard. I've been working so hard. That's why I'm saying, like, I can't wait for this to be over so that I can get justice and get out of here. Like, I don't want to be dealing with the Elon Musk, Donald Trump, Keir Starmer bollocks anymore. I just want to get to Switzerland and be open for business. So, anyway, I'm going to go. Just thought I'd share, and I shall speak to you later. Ka kite anō.